I've decided I'm going to write a really silly book about a silly man. I'm going to call it the Silly Man Chronicles. He's going to be so silly. Everybody loves a silly man. It'll sell very well, I think. I think the weather throughout the book will be mostly raining because that makes for funnier situations. You know, there'll be plenty of examples of him slipping on a wet step in the book. And, you know, I think he'll have a very silly pet, something that's very difficult to domesticate, like a lion or something. You know, and maybe his wife won't be silly at all, she'll be very serious, and that'll make it even more silly and funny because of, you know, the contrast in the characters. I think he'll live in a semi-detached house, but on the right-hand side of the block, and he won't have a car. Because it's very difficult to talk to people in a car, whereas if he's walking everywhere, he can, you know, have some classic interactions that are super silly. I think his job will be a lot. I'm going to call him Robert Pattinson. Not that, you know, it'll be a total coincidence, and it will be a talking point with people when he meets them, but I think it'll be a funny thing because people will go, Robert Pattinson? That's interesting. And then they'll read on and everything. I think he's going to be a lollipop man, but all the children in the morning will know that he's so silly, so they'll sort of, you know, they'll walk past him and they'll look at him and go, all of them in a row, and this will really annoy him. And because he's so silly, he forgets that, you know, it's not good to hit a child, so he'll swing for this child with his lollipop stick, but then the kid's mother will get out of her car because, you know, she drove him to school, but she had to park round the corner because he was nervous of his friends seeing him coming out of his car with his mum. So he gets dropped off a bit round the corner, then he walks round and pretends that he's walked to school. Anyway, she'll get out of the car and you know, tell him off and, you know, probably call the police. And then he'll have to wait around for a bit and, you know, go to court and stuff, but I probably won't, you know, cover that in my book. I think I'm going to get my 14-year-old cousin to navigate, you know, do drawings and stuff for it and so on. He's not very good, but it'll give it a nice Quentin Blake childish quality, I think. I think it'll be a brilliant book. Everybody loves silly men. There's not enough books about silly men. Maybe I could get one of those Richard and Judy stickers on it and stuff as well, so, you know, so that it would sell lots and I'll become rich.